Well, right now, new action linked to the Russia investigation, with the Senate Intelligence Committee getting ready to interview Bruce Ohr tomorrow. He is the senior Department of Justice official who was demoted after it was revealed he had a meeting with Fusion GPS. That's the firm behind the anti-Trump dossier you've heard so much about. This comes on the heels of Andrew McCabe's testimony behind closed doors. The FBI deputy director was grilled over anti-Trump bias allegations.
We need to get rid of the bad apples in there, and we need them to come testify how they were trying to influence, whether it's the Hillary investigation, and that goes back years, as well as the election itself.
Joining us now, Congressman Matt Gaetz. He is a Republican from Florida. You're not very happy with the FBI's behavior in all of this lead up to the announcement of Bob Mueller's investigation and so forth.
Well, the senior levels of the FBI have been infected with an intractable bias that seemed to favor Hillary Clinton and work against President Donald Trump. Andrew McCabe gave testimony yesterday to behind closed doors, but we're calling for open, sworn testimony under oath so the American people can see the truth about what's going on. Andrew McCabe was present when the FBI's senior leadership hatched a scheme to deprive Donald Trump the presidency both before and after his election. That is totally unacceptable, and it poses a clear and present danger to our democracy. That's why we've got to expose the truth. Is that
are you referring to the meeting in Andy's office that is contained in those Peter Strzok texts to his mistress?
Absolutely. That's right. Peter Strzok was texting his mistress that he praised her for the plan that she hatched in Andy's office. So the current deputy director of the FBI is a key witness in a potential scheme to deprive President Trump of his ascension to the office he was elected to serve in. It's absolutely outrageous. This is the very same Andrew McCabe who wrote the emails designating the Hillary Clinton investigation as special and different than any other investigation that would go through the Washington area. And so time and again, we see this pro-Hillary bias, this anti-Trump bias, and the American people will only have confidence restored if we have open, sworn testimony under oath before God and everyone to find out what happened and what we need to do to make sure that it never happens again.
So you want to take some of the wraps off this information that's being given, for instance, to the Senate committee behind closed doors. You want to bring it out in the open to the Judiciary Committee right there in front of the television cameras.
Absolutely, and Chairman Bob Goodlatte has made a commitment to members of the committee that subpoenas will be going out for Peter Strzok, for his mistress, Ms. Page, for Bruce and Nellie Ohr, and also for Andrew McCabe. And so I think we're going to have a very busy schedule, and I think this is critical to the preservation of the country. We cannot live in a world where a bunch of bureaucrats can sit around and scheme about how to deprive the American people of their duly elected president.
But can they say, look, the Mueller investigation is still underway. We cannot testify. We cannot talk to you about some of these matters until Director Mueller completes his investigation.
Well, that's where we need the Attorney General to step up and do his job. The Mueller investigation has been proven to be biased. The American people know it's biased. Even Harvard University released a poll showing that 54% of Americans deem this to be an investigation riddled with conflicts of interest. And so it's time for Bob Mueller to put up or shut up. If there's evidence of collusion, let's see it. If there's not, let's move on as a country and let's institute reforms at the FBI so that an egomaniac FBI director like James Comey cannot depart from the normal standard procedures that guarantee all Americans equal treatment under the law. That is the organizing principle of our effort. Equal treatment, not special bias or special treatment for anyone.
People put their money where their heart is, and a lot of the people on the Mueller team put their money with Hillary Clinton.
Well, absolutely. Over half of the members of Mueller's team contributed to Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama, or both. Mueller's number 2, Andrew Weissman, attended Hillary Clinton's election night party. I guess we can't call it a victory party because she lost, but he was at the party. I mean, you can't imagine how disturbing that is. We've got thousands of qualified federal prosecutors, and Bob Mueller has to pick as his number 2 someone who was at the Clinton election night party. It's outrageous, and it shows that there is a bias that is intractable, and it's infectious, and it can't be cured. And so we need to see the evidence Mr. Mueller has obtained. We need to find out to what extent it may have been tainted by the bias of his team members. And then we need to move on and get past this. But that will only happen if Attorney General Sessions stops being a spectator and actually steps up and leads the Department of Justice and shuts down this biased investigation.
Congressman Matt Gaetz, Republican of Florida. Thanks for your time today.